Hello. I'm going to start doing some different skin tone colored videos because there's been some questions about that. And I figured I'd start this first one with my basic go-to Caucasian skin tone that I use probably 90% of the time. And it's E000, E00, E11, and then R00 and R20 for the cheeks. So I'm going to start with the E000, and I'm using this little pumpkin image. She's a Pure Innocence, and she's on Copic X-Press It cardstock, stamped with Memento Tuxedo Black. I kind of altered her a bit just by drawing in a face on the pumpkin because I'm going to make this more of a Halloween image. So anyway, I'm going to start coloring, getting the color on here, and starting with my lightest. And this is just kind of laying a quick base coat down, basically. And these are pretty easy little gals to color, so I can work pretty quickly getting the color on there. I'm going to be doing the light source coming from the right, so that's why I'm leaving some white there and kind of there, because that'll be the lightest area at the end. Now I'm going to my E00, and this is where I start filling in the shadows. And it's going to be a little bit heavier on this side of her face, away from my light source, but I'm always going to have the shadow here underneath her hair. And then the pumpkin's casting a shadow against her cheek, there. And then it's going to deepen the shadow here on the underside of her hand, underneath the hem of her dress, and then we've got the side of her leg opposite our light source. Now my E11 for my darkest shadow, and just going in the same place, just not quite as far in as I did that E00, because this is a really dark jump. I'm going to get underneath her hair. And then I'm going to get just a little bit back here behind the pumpkin, on the arm back here. Okay, go a little heavier on the legs down here, so we'll get a nice roundness to them. Now I'm working my way back down, E00, and I'm just kind of going right over the 11 and pulling it, and this is where we're blending them together. I'm going to be using, most of the skin tone comes from this 00 in the end. It's going to be the majority that you see. Okay. Now with the 000, just kind of filling in the lightest area of her face. Not taking it out over the 11, but I am blending it into the 00 a bit. And then I'm going to come from this direction, the lighter side of the legs. Okay. Now we're going to give her a little bit of rosy cheeks. I'm taking my R00, and I'm just getting a little bit pink on there. And it's really, all it is acting as kind of a dilutant to the R20. It makes the R20 not so strong and harsh when I put it on. And then I just take back to my E00 to kind of blend over it and work that into the skin tone. Okay. And this, I mean, relatively easy image, so she's pretty much done, and it just will, as it dries, she'll start to lighten up, and you'll start to get a sense of, you know, how she looks and the definite shadows we've created on her. And like I said, that's my go-to. Whenever I want to color quickly and I don't have to worry about a color combination not working out on the skin, this is the one that I use. And I'll be back in just a little bit with a couple other darker skin tones. Thanks for watching.